I've always used an oscillating multi-tool to cut in back boxes on drywall. Question I want to know is, can I use this on a solid wall? This is solid plaster. There's either a clinker block behind here or solid brick. And I've got some carbide tip blades. Now I have been informed that this allegedly does work, but does it work well, and am I going to use up all 5 blades? So the task I have today is basically putting a new socket here, which I should be spurring off of this one here. But we need to make this a double and then drill through. We're in the safe zones. I've been reliably informed that this is on the ring, so 1 spur is fine. I think I'll do this side first, in which case I need to flick that, double check it's off. Why is that connector block there? Is that live? We're on old wiring, so we've got the red and black, and this is the ring, and we've got this mystery just here. So I just asked the electrician, the original electrician, believe that that was a spur that they was going to put in, but then decided against it, so they just put the connector block here. I've got one of these. Apparently these are dangerous. I'm not really sure about that. Let me know. I've turned the electric back on. That is the live. You put your finger on the end and then that glows up in there. I don't know if you can see that. And then this one here is not live at all. We're gonna rip these wires out. Must remember to turn it off. I turn it off now before I forget. The bloody pipe's in the way. Right, we found it. That there says bathroom spare. So although it won't be connected that end, it's probably buried in this wall somewhere. So I could probably just, well, I'm just gonna pull this out and cut it somewhere and just leave it under the floor. Unfortunately, the wires are buried in the wall, in the plaster, and not in conduit. So we're gonna have to smash it apart a little bit. I'll just cut it there, I'll put it the other way. Yeah, might be right. Bang! There we go. Tut tut, no grommets. Why does that happen? So yeah, as soon as the, even though it's not live, that one's turned off. I think as soon as the live and the neutral touch, it turns this bank off. It's RCD protected. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it does that. I mean, I do consider myself to be a competent person. I can extend a circuit. I've done loads of spurs before, but I haven't really studied. Oh shit. I think I'm just going to practice on this side. Okay, so does it work? Yes. No. But I'll show you on the other side. For now, I need to drill a hole through. And I'm thinking I need to do quite a shallow angle because it's only one brick. It is brick, by the way. So I need to get it over there. And then once I know where the hole is, I can draw the box on the other side. Have we made it through? No. No! Okay. Time for the big boy. Oh dear. Oh, look how crumbly that is. Oh, this is a bit of a dog's dinner. But it's alright, we'll make it good. Well, I won't make it good because that's not my job. It's not my job. The normal way I would do this is maybe with an angle grinder, but I have got a channel machine. I'll show you at home. And that way you can just sink it into the wall. You do get the hoover on it, so it kind of takes away the dust, but it is still super dusty. That's the problem with the angle grinder as well. And you need to go further out on the edges. Imagine that's a diamond disc. Obviously, your maximum depth is going to be there, so that means you need to come out right to the corner and then you're going to have a rounded bit at the ends. Not that much of a problem. The problem is the dust. Now this reduces the dust. It does reduce the dust, but it doesn't work that well. So the problem is the cutting edge is right on the end there. It's almost a waste having it on the side because that's not going to do anything. So it does tend to run out quite quickly. I keep on forgetting there's two hoovers sitting there. Okay, so that leading edge, that gets dull almost like straight away. There is a little bit left on that and I could probably carry on. The trouble is, it depends what brick you're hitting. So this house was built in the 1920s. So the blade, it went okay around here, but when it got to here, this dark bit here, that was really hard and it didn't get through that. Well, it did kind of, but I needed to swap the blade and I just thought, well, if I run out of blades, there's no point in doing it. So I did stitch drill that little tiny bit there. So I reckon this is good for lining the outside of it. You can get quite precise and it does reduce the dust in comparison to an angle grinder. But you're likely to use one blade just to do the outline on one socket. I don't know whether that's worth it for you. Realistically, the secret weapon is going to be one of these. This is a hammer drill. This is SDS. Obviously, I've got shitty Ryobi tools, but this does the job. So now I'm just going to come in and just go outwards like that and just knock it away. Back to the depth that I need. Providing it's not spinning. There we go. Hello, Carbide. Right, we're almost done. I just need to test it with a little tester, but you notice obviously the lights went out again. That was when all three wires touched, not just two. I don't quite understand why that is. Does anyone know? Can you explain to me? We're going to switch it on. And hopefully it's not all going to blow up. So we're safe. All good. Nice. Job's a good one. Not my job.